Jev, even though it doesn't look like it, Darcy's back on this week's show. As always, we try and turn $10 into 100k previewing the AFL Round 19. Jev, your Premiership Pie is back.
Yeah, Premiership Pie, it is perfect as always. I nail it as I always do. No one will disagree, which is good. 10k Punters Club is back. I said we're going to go every week to win, and the 4x100k Punters Club is alive.
It is
For the
alive.
100 people in there, it is fucking exciting.
We'll just turn 1,000 into 3.5 grand.
3.5 grand into 10.5 grand this week. Another $3.50 multi.
Unbelievable. Doesn't look like it, but Darcy's back. It's a full barn. It's a hell of a show. Give us a like. Come on.
Welcome back to the show that loves punting on the footy. The show that makes bigger calls and has bigger balls than Goody. Welcome back to the show that doesn't miss a trick. The show that thinks that the Pies dogged it. They're trading the farm for Schultz and their first round pick. With only a few weeks left and the ladder still not set, the boys are back in the booth to collect the 100k debt. Boys, welcome back to the 100k podcast, where every week we get our big brains together, put a $10 note, try and win $100,000, punting on the footy. Boys, it's good to be back. Jev, how are you?
It is great to have you back in studio, Das. Das, what is the hardest part of a vegetable to eat?
What's that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's good.
I shouldn't have said it. Oh, well. Lewis, how are you, brother?
Do we cut it?
No, that's good.
So good to have you back. Unexpected, still on night shift, but we made it work. It's good to be back. This is how it should be. People clamouring for the Sharks. He'll be here soon. We've been teasing a guest for a long time now. We just can't quite make it work, Jeff, but it is coming. But nonetheless, full barn, going to be a good one.
I just want to say, for anyone listening, it is... We're just going to timestamp this. It's 2:41 p.m. on a Tuesday, and you boys have taken the day off just so we can get this out.
What are we doing with our lives?
Well, welcome to these boys. Also, if you're listening to Spotify or Apple, please share. If you guys are listening to YouTube, please subscribe. And as many comments as you can. We actually love replying to all the comments, seeing that all the feedback, whether it's good, whether it's bad. And Morgs, the heavyweight jumpers. Like, these are...
The best hoodie in Melbourne.
They are.
It's unbelievable. They're thick. They're good in the winter. A little oversized look. You got a little bit of a shirt on, Jeff.
The t-shirts coming in.
Yeah, we haven't released them yet. They are coming. Probably my favourite shirt, that too. So it's all happening.
Anything else I need to plug early?
Not other than your mum.
Discord, Patreon. One thing I won't be plugging is my mum's bolognese.
Not a fan?
And it's terrible.
How do you muck up a bolognese?
I don't know. She's really good. But just her bolognese doesn't do it for us. So, guys, let's get into it. So, last week's 100k multi, we had a big one, 37 legs.
Jesus.
We hit 26. I only fished out a few legs to you boys, but you guys have all the information. So good legs, bad legs. Jeff, let's start off with the stiff leg.
Yeah, so Caleb Sarong, 25, down in Tassie. We don't bet on touches down in Tassie. He only had 22. He averages like 30 on the year. He only had 22. Then we were on fire for a while. Jake Stringer anytime, didn't kick a snag. Dan Butler anytime. Dust 42, only kicked one. Tex Walker didn't kick one. Jack Steele, a fucking midfielder, only had 19. You could have more than that. Matt Rao didn't get 20.
Ashcroft,
20, I think that was you or Das.
yeah. It was both of us.
Me.
What were your bad legs?
Yeah, well, you said a couple. I had the Van Rooten and Tooten for any time. He had a good game, just didn't kick one.
Yeah,
so
he's
that's
playing in the
okay.
ruck.
Don't know if you said it, but the Butcher's dog had him for one. He didn't kick one over in Adelaide. That was our kryptonite, the St Kilda Adelaide game.
Yeah, it was fucking pouring
We looked at
rain.
the weather. Cal Wilkie, the accountant, didn't get it.
Yeah.
Simon Nelms is his name, middle name, Stars. Not sure if you heard the show.
I did Simon. No, is that actually
That's
legit?
genuinely his middle names. But a heap of good legs nonetheless, Jeff.
Yeah, Josh Tracy for a snag. Papley for a goal. Warner for 20. We had Harry Mackay 2. Waitman goal. Liver 20. I don't know if you wrote
Yeah, I
some of these.
wrote a heap down. Dillmore 15, Charlie 2, Newman 20, Durham 20, Merritt 25,
Rivet.
Horn 1, Butters 25, the Mediterranean Meathawk Taranto for 25, Jess Hogan for 2, Cam Rayner for 1, and Calamar Cheers for 1.
Rivers for 20. Cozzy for 1. Lukey Nankervis for 15. He had 20.
He wanks in a condom, doesn't he?
Wanks in a condom.
gentleman's wank, they call
Noah
it.
Anderson, 29 appearances on home and away. Jason Orme Francis for a goal, kick 2, only had 9 touches. Butters 25, Taranto 25, Rioli 20, Hogan 2, Toby Green 1. Yeah, there was heaps. Cam Rayner, Lockie Neal, Jake Waterman, Calamar Chi. Calamar Chi was a great leg.
cheers.
And
The
Charlie
sneeze.
Cameron.
The sneeze.
The snare. Achoo.
Yes, well done.
What did you say to it? Is it the Mediterranean meat hook or the meat hawk?
I said hawk, but I noticed Jev said hook, and both are good.
The meat hook's good.
So, yeah, both are good. He's out this week,
Up to
unfortunately.
interpretation.
Yeah, let us know what it should be, the Mediterranean meat, hook or hawk.
What do you call Petrarca?
The Portuguese rattlesnake. Don't know why. Do not know why.
So good. All right, but this week we vouch to go better. We vouch to go one more. We vouch to collect this 100K because it's everything that we need to be doing in our lives. So, boys, before we get into it, it's this time of year. It's up and down. Where are the teams really at? What are the odds showing? But it doesn't matter what the price point is.
No.
It matters what is in that circle. What is in the pie. Jev, please talk to us. The Premiership Pie. Tell us what the figures are really saying. What teams can actually win it and what teams are done. Talk to us.
Yeah, so this is my Premiership Pie. So this is in pie edition of what you are chances of winning the flag.
Yep.
Don't worry about the odds. This is all you got to
love
look at. So 0%. We know most of 0% teams. Richmond, North Melbourne, West Coast, St Kilda, Adelaide. You can add Hawthorn, Gold Coast and Collingwood to that list at 0%. I'm shattered to put the Hawks in here and Gold Coast on here, Dust. I think the Hawks have basically had the perfect season for themselves. They're playing meaningful must-win games every week from now on. They're banged up and injured. I can't see them winning the flag, but it's only going to make them better going forward.
Yes.
They'll have this off-season to get healthy. They'll know how to win. They're going to be great next year. The Suns are 0% because they can't win away from home. So how do they win on the MCG Grand Final day if they can't win outside of Gold Coast? And Collingwood, I'm doubling and tripling down that they can't win the Premiership. And in fact, I think North Melbourne are in a better list position going into 2025 and onwards.
Wow.
Firstly, North have pick 2 or 3. Collingwood are given their pick 6 or 7 to the Dockers. And if Tassie were coming into the league going next year, Morgs,
Yes.
and they got to draft anyone they wanted out of Collingwood and North Melbourne,
Yep.
I think the draft would go 1, Nick Dacos.
Yes.
2, Harry Sheasel.
Yes.
3, Nick Larkey.
Yes.
4, Luke Davies-Uniacke.
Yes.
5, probably Colby McKercher.
Wow, there you go.
It's awesome.
I
actually.
think North have 4 players that are, and then Nick Dacos, and then Aiden Core and Charlie Comben are playing key position back as good as Darcy Moore and whoever else pretends to be a key back on the Pies. I dead think North are better going forward than Collingwood, and I'm doubling down on this.
6 Paul Curtis, potentially.
6 ball Curtis.
I just wanted to very quickly, half serious. So obviously we posted this yesterday on the Instagram and had a lot of debate on it. A lot of people giving a lot of shit to the take. Not so much, it wasn't a take yesterday. You've doubled down on it today, Jev. But interesting, 472 responses to the poll. 61% of people agreed that North Melbourne are in a better list position in 2025.
Wow.
So it's very interesting to show that all the comments were saying pipe down, it's a shit take, but 61% of 472 people agree with you. So love that. The numbers don't lie, Jev.
They do not lie.
A small piece of the pie, 4% of the pie. Geelong, Essendon, Melbourne, Western Bulldogs and Port Adelaide. So only 3 out of these 5 teams are going to make the finals, which means they're a chance to win the flag, but not too much of a chance. Still don't trust Geelong's midfield. Can't trust Essendon as far as I can throw them. Melbourne can't win it without Petrarca and a banged up Gorn. They're just not going to win the flag. The Dogs are flaky away from the Esky Marvel Stadium. Port Adelaide are flakier than Dobe's mum's spag bowl.
Oh, wow.
Good 1 week shithouse for the next 2.
That's the second time.
Next, 10%.
Oh, cool.
A slightly bigger piece of the pie.
It's like a throw at the stump from like bit square than square leg.
Bit of a meringue.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit.
10%. Carlton, GWS, Brisbane and
much?
Freo. 10%. Carlton, GWS, Brisbane and Freo. I think these are 4 that are actually locked to make the 8 and fighting to finish in that second position that every team wants. All good teams with slight flaws. Carlton, the worst backline in the league. GWS, can't trust them. They're good some weeks, bad others. Brisbane might have left their run a little bit late and be cooked by the time it comes to it. And Freo are actually super solid at home with arguably the best midfield and best backline. I just, you know, you got to walk before you crawl to run and everything.
Is it real?
Is it real? Can they win a prelim? Not sure. And there's 1 bit of the pie left. 40% of the Premiership pie is the Showtime Swans. There is only one guaranteed thing we know about the ladder this year, and that is the Swans are finishing on top.
That's true.
Which means we get a home final. We win that home final, we get a home prelim. They've just had Callum Mills and Luke Parker play their first games of the season. So now they get us 5 to 6 week to get footy hardened and get ready for finals. Those 2 playing give the luxuries to start resting your Chads, your Errols, your Isaacs, your Nick Blakeys. Even Grundy can get a rest. We finish on top. We play a home prelim at the SCG. So actually 40% feels a little light on if you ask me, because I think we are there grand final day. It should be 50. And that is this week's edition of the Premiership Pie.
No, well done, Jeff. A lot of interesting calls. I've got so round 11 was the last time you did the pie.
Yep.
So interestingly enough, at round 11 you had Freo at 0.
Yep.
So credit to them.
Credit to them.
You had the Pies at 15%. Gonski.
Credit
Injuries.
to them.
Credit to them. Injuries. Swans at 50, so they've only come down just the 10.
Because we did lose 2 games.
Blues at 5, so they stay about the same.
They're going up to 10.
Yeah, good.
There
There was
Blues.
one other fucking
The Suns have gone from 5% to 0.
Suns to 5 to
They
0.
can't win away from home. They're not winning the flag.
And where'd you have the Dogs? 4%?
4%.
Yeah, so they've gone from 0 to 4. So credit to them, Darcy.
Credit to the Dogs.
So that's an awesome pie. That is, you want to know who's going to win the flag? That's what I'm using.
Anything you agree or disagree with?
Swans probably a little bit less. Definitely. This is, I guess, to win the premiership, isn't it?
It is.
It's a 40%.
It's the name. Honestly,
Maybe a
I
little
think
bit less.
40% is high, but you're right. It's a home qualifying, a home prelim, and that list. It's like who do Mills and Parker notch out of the side?
Oh, Taylor Adams would want to start playing some good footy.
I said it.
What a luxury,
I
though.
said at the start of the year, he's going to get dropped for the grand final.
Oh, God.
Well, obviously feel for him, but what a luxury to
I
have
think
Mills
they can
on.
only fit one of Adams, James Jordan, Luke Parker. Sorry, 2 of. So one of them will miss.
Yep.
Callum Mills,
James Jordan can't get dropped. Remember, he played the sub for Melbourne.
Yeah.
They were up by 4 goals or 3 goals,
in the flag.
and he didn't get on the ground.
and Callum Mills, I have
He
a feeling
plays.
he plays, and then Harry Cunningham's going to come back, and he's sort of like our plays on your forward pockets, like just our lockdown back pocket. I reckon he might take Jake Lloyd's spot. I reckon
Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd could be one.
There's always one. Someone will come in late, play a role, and just
lose their spot
and just stay
sort
in.
of like Daniel Rich and Nathan Jones and all these
What was,
guys.
what was
Like
his
Jake
name?
Lloyd could be the stiff
Oh,
one.
Campbell Brown said he's the most underrated player in the last 10 years.
Jake Lloyd,
Yeah, big Cam boss.
What's his name for Melbourne? Little redhead. What's his name?
Jake Bowie.
Yeah, he came in against North Melbourne that night game at Marble, and then he just didn't
Lose
lose. He
again.
played 12
Yep.
straight and won the
Yeah,
grand final.
that's
Credit
right.
to him.
Credit to him.
Good on him.
He would have been a premium prize as well to be a premiership player.
That's a hell of a pie, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hell of a
Thank you.
pie. All right, let's go through. So the 10K Punters Club, Jeff, we're going to go again. We're going every single goddamn week for the rest of the year. I don't care once footy season's done. We're going horses. We're going ping pong. We're going dish lickers, whatever it may be.
Olympics, NFL,
Yes.
we're doing it every week until it
Paralympics. We're
fucking
betting
wins.
on it all.
So last week, we thought we had a fucking solid multi, and
we
we
did.
took Tex didn't kick a fucking goal.
Not one.
Fucking Tex. I'm never betting on Saints players again. They are so frustrating.
Not even this week. We're not betting on
No.
Saints.
But the 10K
Poor
Punters
Jack.
Club is back this week. It will be first to the Discord. They will get first crack. And
in there
then
now.
we'd love you in. The code is L43. SLY. L43 Sly.
Is that it? I thought it was LBGTQ. 6'9".
It's our last show. So hope it wins.
L43 SLY is this week's 10K Punters Club. We want 100 people in there, $1,000, 10 to 1 multi. Let's win 10K and dust the 4x100s Punters
The
Club.
4x100 Punters Club. So this is it's hard to win 100K betting on $10.
Awfully
And we're
hard.
like, fuck, you know what? We don't have the cash to do it by ourselves. So let's bring some people on board. Let's bring some of the investors. So you guys that are in the group, you guys, we keep rolling on. So last week we had 1,000 on a $3.50 multi. So now we have 3,500 in the account, which is fucking awesome.
Awesome.
So we've changed it. So if you guys are in the group, we've already blocked it so no one can bet with it as well because it's a trust situation.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
this week, we're going to put it all on about another $3 multi. Hopefully we
$3.50
get
multi,
that.
yeah.
Hopefully get that around near 10. Then we try and hopefully go the next week up to around 30, and then we try and have 30 grand on another 3.
Jesus.
And
Yeah,
we just
so-
try and win 100 grand. So
To the 100 involved in this, it's fucking exciting. So last week the multi was Chad 20, Mackay 2,
Tick.
Trent Rivers 20,
Tick.
Darcy Fogarty 1, GWS to win, Tim Taranto anytime.
Tim
sorry,
was
20
awesome.
touches.
Tim was awesome.
We turned 1,000 into 3,500. How good does the 3,500
Fucking awesome.
look there? So that is going on. That whole 3,500 is going on another $3.50 multi this week. It's fucking exciting. If we're at 10 grand by the end of this weekend, it is going to be
skin my head.
up and about. Let's go.
All right, so let's get into the 100K multi for
Please.
this week. So obviously we don't go through Friday night football because we don't have enough time to get the multi on after. What is the Friday night game?
And to give the listeners time to listen, of course.
And to give the listeners time.
Adelaide Essendon.
Adelaide Essendon. I wouldn't want to bet on that or talk about that game anyway. But we will inside the ramble. So the ramble will be talking about some other legs. Morgs has got some
About 28 minutes away, I reckon.
about 28 minutes away, yeah, because I've got to get to work. All right, so here we go. First game that we're punting on.
go.
Giants, Gold Coast, Engine Stadium. We watched these guys at Gather Round, and it was an absolute betting fest.
Yes.
Like, if we get this sort of game, we'll be making a lot of money. Jev, first leg in the multi, what are you thinking? Talk to me.
You know, we always talk about we just want to fucking be alive after the first game Saturday. So I'm just starting. Toby Green, 1 goal at $1.08.
It's a good start.
He's fucking back. Kingy and the Hoyne man talk about the premiership runway. I reckon Tobes is on his own premiership runway. Mentioned on the Sunday roast, I don't reckon he's going about this year the same as he did last year. All-Australian captain, whatnot, was one of the best players in the comp. I reckon he's planned to be the best player in the comp for 8 weeks of the season, and that 8 weeks started last week. Kicked 4 goals and 4 direct goal assists against the Tigers. Here he comes.
Yep.
He's going to it's just going up. 1 goal, $1.08. Let's get a green tick. Get rolling. Lou.
Get moving. I couldn't bet on this game. I was too emotional. I look at it, but after ripping up all my Alex Davies Brownlow ticket stars,
no.
got the week. I couldn't look at the game right through the right lens. So, yeah, stiff.
Alex Davies.
You'll
miss him.
He was my smoky.
I actually have a leg, boys, and also have a who am I.
Oh, great. Thank God.
Let's get it in. All right, boys, listen up. I have a vice grip. I have a sister, Simone, and a brother, Jake. My nickname is the Dingo. I'm afraid of the word bingo. Who am I?
Oh, it's got to be Jake Riccardi, I reckon.
Sounds like Stuart Cramery.
Stuart Cramery.
Played for the Dogs and the Bombers. Stuart Calamari with the salad. No, boys, it's the Dingo. Jesse Hogan for 2 goals at $1.28. He's kicked 11 goals in the last 3 weeks. Watch him play with Sam Collins like a puzzle at the doctors. You know those little puzzles?
An abacus.
Yeah, he's got to absolutely toy with him.
Abacus Collins.
He's in some rare air, this man. So he's been kicking a bucket load of goals. As I said, 11 goals in the last 3 weeks. And we know he kicked 4 against the McGather round.
Yeah.
And he took the piss. Big hands.
Yeah.
Big man. So
Sticky
the
mess.
Dingo and Davies out, not the multi. And
Sadly,
Toby.
Bedford can't win the Brownlow anymore.
Bedford can't win the Brownlow.
Why is his nickname Dingo?
Because
we
when
know?
he played on Mark Keane, Dingoes eat wombats.
Dingoes eat wombats. He ate lunch that day.
So I named him the Dingo.
That's awesome. Is that true?
Oh, no.
Remember?
I did who am I?
That's fucking great.
I looked up what animals eat wombats.
That's
And
awesome.
Dingo was one of them, so I
Fuck.
nicknamed him the
Was
Dingo.
I here?
All right, next game, boys. Under the lid, it's going to be freezing here.
Oh, so cool.
Freezing. So unsure how the coasters are going to go here. St Kilda, West Coast. This is going to be doggy's guts of a game.
Oh, awful.
Now, we said no St Kilda players. We don't like betting on them. They just do us. Jeff, what do you have for us?
Brad Hill for 15. Brad Hill for 15 at $1.10. This leg terrifies me because I hate betting on Saints players and the Saints in general. But the numbers don't lie, boys.
No,
the numbers don't lie, unfortunately. He's had 14 out of his last 15 games. The one he missed, he had 14. He's averaging 23 touches in the Esky this year. He's 7 for 7 going 15 at Marvel Stadium. If he doesn't get 15, oh boy, I'm going to crack it.
Ryan Bell's old man's his butcher.
Oh,
So I'm sure
That's good mail.
We'll give you some dodgy chops.
Oh, talking about bad steak coming his way. So Brad Hill, 15. He can have an Aldi steak. Oh,
they're all right. Aldi steaks
They're
are
getting
the
worse.
Windjury Way steak. Oh, God, that thing's pumped with steroids.
Is that Wagyu or a camel?
Yeah, that's camel steak, I think. They didn't say beef on the thing. So Brad Hill, 15, the camel steak at $1.10.
Some of our best. We mentioned last week the Crows, not the Crows boys, the Eagles boys were shaving their pubes for Simo. That was so good. Apparently Jack Darling shaved a 2 into his because he's in the seconds this week. So I just want to shout out to Jack. Hope he goes well on the waffle with the 2 in his agate.
To be fair, the new interim coach must have just saw what the rest of us fucking
Yeah,
see,
that's
and
right.
that he is done.
He's massive, that Schofield bloke.
Is he really?
Looks like a hard nut.
Oh, how good was Simo's
Jesus.
jacket that he
Oh,
That was
so
sick.
good. All right, boys, give me the beaver paddle.
What?
The Kentucky waterfall, the Canadian passport, the Commonwealth crew cut, the Camaro crash helmet, the Missouri compromise, the Nebraska neck warmer. Give me the mud flat, boys. Jake Waterman, 1 goal, $1.10.
Nebraska neck warmer was
This
awesome.
man could turn water into wine. Waterman's stats are like me playing Wii golf. 11 majors in the last 5 weeks. Like, this man is just absolutely corking him through the big stick. So, Jake Waterman was my favourite. The Nebraska neck warmer is awesome. So, Jake Waterman, if you are listening, we got a heap of messages last week He kicked the first goal. We had like 5 people messages. I'll be like, oh, what's he done? I genuinely thought he's kicked a goal. He's grabbed the flap and then pointed. If you kick a goal this week, if you can hear this, if someone can get the message to the mud flap.
Alex will.
Yeah,
Alex loves the show.
Hear this.
Listen up.
If he kicks a goal, grabs the flap and points, we'll make the best
If
fucking
you grab
reel.
a bit of flap under the lid, Marvel Stadium, I'll be great. Grab some flap. Hands up to grab some flap.
I haven't grabbed some flaps in schoolies.
Grab your flap and then point to the sky. That'd be the best thing of all time. So Waterman, just boys, 1 goal, $1.10. Anything else?
That's awesome.
No, nothing for me.
Morgs, anything else?
No, can I fade Brad Hill?
Yeah.
No, he's had 15. Believe.
The camel steak.
Oh, Brad.
The camel steak. All right, boys.
The
Next.
Aldi steak, Brad Hill.
Another nickname?
I'd be so shattered with that nickname. The Aldi
That's
steak.
how Belly's dad works. That's just Aldi. He's an Aldi butcher.
He's butcher. He works at Aldi. No one will get this.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Next game, boys, should be a cracker. Hawks Pies, 4:35 MCG. Boys, who do you like?
Oh, a couple of deep breaths. This game's fucking awesome.
It actually fucking
Collingwood, 4:35 MCG.
So true.
Fucking awesome.
Let's go.
It goes Islam Makachev, Alex Pereira, and then Dylan Moore in the pound-for-pound rankings in the world.
Yeah.
This bloke's fucking him, a complete footballer. And we're going to keep gobbling up this $1.14 for 15 touches that the bookies are giving us because they've just got it wrong. He's had 15 8 games in a row. He just gets 15. The multi stays alive. We keep it rolling. Dylan Moore for 15.
Morgs.
Give me Diesel. Big Daddy, cool, big, sexy. One part of the Hawk World Order. Connor Nash. 15 plus, $1.17. Just a money ball leg here. So I actually had to Google what he looked like.
He's handsome.
But he's nice beard, but 100% his last 5, 90% his last 10 for 15. His last 4 against the Pies at 18, 31, 18, 20.
That's
all
great.
above 15. His last 10 at the home of Footy. He's had it every week, averaging 21.1.
Great leg.
Money ball. I'm in the weeds. I love it. Connor Nash for 15.
Great
He
leg.
could have been blue and you didn't care.
100%.
As long as his stats are there. Boys, give me the sniper's wet dream. This man's head is so big he wears a wok as a bucket hat. Jai Newcomb for 20 touches at $1.17. Doing some inspirational work underneath the golden hand of Lloyd Meek. Did you boys see him last week?
Oh, he was awesome.
That tap at the start of the last quarter, come down on a silver platter, burst out 15 metres, then snapped it through. He would have had the Tassie locals tongue kissing. I mean, his last 3 against the Pies as well, boys. 26, 28, 23.
Loves playing him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The
Just taking
multi
it for 20.
should fucking be alive.
Oh, it's looking real
Going into
nice.
Saturday night.
So that's all. Any other legs?
Nothing from me.
So we're starting pretty short. This is nice. All right, next one. So this is a nice little traditional game, cats and dogs. So this is down at the Cattery, GMHBA.
Nice lights.
Thin. So we don't bet on wingers in this game because there's no wings in this game. Jev, who are you taking?
Jeremy Cameron for 2 had $1.33. Jezza Cameron is fucking back. He likes having Tom Hawkins out of the side more than Tom Hawkins like having a beer at his own function.
Yep.
Jezza's kicked 3 goals 3, 4 goals 4, 2 goals 3, and 3 goals 3 his last 4. That's 25 scoring shots in 4 weeks.
Wow.
25 shots on goal. He milks the cows, feeds the chickens, and kicks the goals. Jez for 2.
Love it. Give me Brad Close anytime, $1.30. He's fucking close, right? He's close to my favourite small forward since Phil Matera does. That's what. That's
Filthy Phil.
That's how much I love this bloke. Had an awesome Friday night TV cut. Don't know if you noticed that. Real hard fade, which I like.
They're wearing their old school jumpers this week.
Yes,
as well.
that's an awesome looking
Hope they'll
jumper.
go the tuck.
He's so reliable, I'd let him house sit. That's what I'm thinking. He's kicked 5 in the last 2 weeks, kicked a snag in each of his last 10 games, a snag in his last 10 at GMHBA under those delicious lights. Last 5 times he's played the Dogs, he's kicked a snag. So not sure what else you need from me, Das. $1.30, it's a good leg.
He just kicks one.
That's good. Boys, when you used to play footy, or when I used to, Jeff sort of, you're still on the fence a little bit. There's nothing better.
On the fence.
I'm training tonight.
Yeah, well,
Just never played better.
nah, yeah, he's still there. He's on the fence. He's thereabouts.
On the fence.
There's nothing better when they hand out awards.
Yeah.
You know, like they get the canteen award. You might get a hot dog and a drink.
Yeah, love the canning.
Sometimes at Morty Bray, they had a shitty hairdresser award.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. You go there, you're asked for something, they just give you the same haircut.
Yeah, just
so
a
it didn't
buzz
matter.
cut.
We had the local pizza award.
Yep.
You get 2 large pizzas, play of the day.
Awesome.
An unbelievable award. Well, this man hands out 3 awards after every game.
I'm so sorry.
Strepsils, crutches and wheelchairs. Give me Cowboy Neil for one snag, boys, at $1.17. The local man, he'll be down there in Geelong. As soon as they win, he'll probably sub himself off early again. Straight to Lammy's, pistols out. You. Let's go. This man is unbelievable, Cowboy Neil. He's
Strepsils.
he does. He makes some people incredibly sore after the game. He's the inner thigh masseuse, they call him, Cowboy Neil. So this man just for one. Now, also, as we had Charlie Curnow, Cowboy Neil for one goal. That's it.
Big limpage.
Yeah, limpage.
Love it.
Anything else?
Cody Waitman anytime at
Nice.
$1.17.
Star.
Waitman's a fucking gun who just kicks sausage rolls. He kicked 2 at GMHBA last year, round 23, when they beat him. He kicked 1 against the Cats at Gatherround when we were there. The lights were on, but nobody was home.
Right
We
in
don't
front of
remember
me.
him kicking
Right in
one.
front of me.
He's kicked 1, 3, and 3 the last 3 weeks. He just kicks a sausage. Cody Waitman won. Bloody good footballer. Keep us rolling.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Anything else?
Nothing for me, mate.
Beautiful. So Cats and Dogs. Next game, boys. This is a standalone. The other Saturday night game. Port Adelaide and Richmond. The game that stands out to me was that final where Richmond
kicked the wrong
went
way.
down. He went the wrong way. And Port jumped and kicked 7 on him in the first quarter, which was hilarious. Anyway, there's some big legs in this game, Jeff.
Huge.
Saturday night, big blockbuster. Who are we taking?
Did the West Coast Eagles just get Ken Hinkley fired, Das? I reckon the dominoes have started falling. Yeah. So Adam Simpson gets fired. Tom Morris has already reported that Dean Cox is leaning to stay at the Swans.
He's always leaning. We've seen his guts.
Apparently has a handshake agreement with Horse that he's the next head coach. So West Coast will go to the next best option, Josh Carr at Port Adelaide. West Coast will offer him the head coaching role. Port Adelaide won't want him out of the building, so they'll fire Ken Hinkley and make Josh Carr their head coach. And that is how West Coast have just fired Ken Hinkley, does. And then maybe Ken might be the next head coach of West Coast.
Nostradamus.
Watch this happen. Watch these dominoes
this
start
space.
falling. Beep, boop, up.
Yeah.
It's like one of those spy. Well done, Jev. If that happens,
Is that leg in the 100K?
Where Ken to get fired at $1.40.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there.
Ken
Beautiful.
to be on the hot seat.
He's always on it. No legs for me.
That's fucking awesome.
Just Ken to be fired because of Adam Simpson.
I got a little bit nervous in the pre-game about this one, but I did a bit of a Snoop Dogg, got in the weeds. Dan Rioli 20 plus at $1.22.
Okay.
So I had a look at his last 10. Listen to this, stars. 26, 26, 24, 24, 20, 20, 24, 25, 26, 22.
It's a lot of
You think
20s.
I'm making this up, Jeff?
Nah, he's heap of
Had a look
touches.
at his form at Adelaide Oval. His last 4, 20, 25 and got subbed. 22, 23, 25. Loves it, the City of Churches. Every round's gather round for the result. I talked myself into it. Turn this. I haven't loved a leg this much in the end since Stacey Keeler's debut, does. So didn't
very
like
good
it early, but you hear his last 10. You hear his form at the Oval. He loves it. 20, Dan Rioli, $1.22.
That's good.
Talked myself into it.
This is one of the fan favourite legs. He's in Jitch, more Giardi's. 2 plus.
Jitch.
At $1.30. Fresh off a bye after punching someone square in the head. He kicked 5 and punched someone in the head, had a little holiday. Arties for 2 snags is a lock. This man is more electric than a fork in a toaster. I'm telling you, his form is fucked. So 4 against the Blues, 3 against the Giants, 3 against the Lions, frostbite, no goals against the Saints and the Igloo, and then 5 against the Dogs before he smacks some guy in the head.
4 at quarter time against the Dogs. How many have you got him for?
So many. Only 2 for Geordie
2,
Artie and
it's fine.
Smarties. $1.38. We love him. He's big. Who's going to be playing on him?
Oh, fucked if I know. Ben Miller. Miller Light. I don't know. But they're probably going to have no Todd Marshall. And if you pick Charlie Dixon, that's on you. Like,
that's
Big
fair.
Chats is done.
Our man, Mitch Georgiades,
He's
is
kicking 2. He's the,
Yeah,
he's
it's
the
a
number
great
1 man. He's
fresh.
Yeah.
fresh off a bye and smacking someone in the face. Any other legs?
No legs.
No. All right, next game. So now
That's Saturday. That's Saturday.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
Saturday
it's
done.
home.
So now we're getting on to Sunday. We've got some really good Sunday games. Really good betting games. Brisbane, what time? 1:10.
110.
Oh, 110's good time.
1:10, Brisbane, Sydney. Jeb, Showtime Swans head up there. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking?
The Showtime Swans are back, and
God.
this could be the grand final preview, Das. Brisbane are the hottest team, and the Swans are the best team. We're a bit stiff. They've put this on for breakfast Sunday morning, but nonetheless, give me Chad Warner 20 and Isaac Heaney 20. We're getting $1.22 for Chad. We're getting $1.15 for Isaac. Isaac, fresh off a spell. He's freshened up for a week. He's averaging 25 and a goal on the season. He hasn't gone under 20 once on the year. Yes, please.
Yep.
And Chad, He's had 20, 12 games in a row. We take him in the 100K every week for 20. This just keeps rolling.
Love it.
Isaac 20, Chad 20, Lewis.
Swans, Brisbane for Brecky, Das. I'm stoked.
It's a good brekkie.
That's $1.10.
Das, give me Errol Goulden 25 at $1.28.
Okay.
This man's livelier than Hayley Welch's TikTok account right now. They honestly don't know where to play him because he's just fucked everywhere. He plays more positions than Jordi El Nino at the moment. He's the first to 10K gain this season. It's an unbelievable meters gain. So it shows the damage he's doing. He's coming off 41 and 28 his last 2 weeks. The last time the Swans played at the Gabby had 27. Heaney back, Mills in, Chad. They can put Berry on. They can't put him on all of them. Who else they got to tag?
How many berries they got?
I don't know. He's had 25 in his 9 of his last 10, averaging 29.2 his last 20. Guy's a star. $1.28.25.
I love it. Boys, Lockie Neal for 25 average tattoos at $1.21. This guy's in some unbelievable form. His last 4 weeks, 37, 29, 26, 34. He's actually been unguardable at stoppage. Like when he wants to. He was on a podcast the other week and he mentioned that at the start of the year, he hadn't hit the scoreboard as much because the role didn't need him to do that. But the last, month and a half, he's been going forward and it's taken his game to the next level. He's probably got the last 5 to 6 best ons.
Yeah.
Like he's actually been incredible. So his last 2 games against the Swans as well, he's had 29 and 37. I don't know who goes to him, Jev. You'll probably have a better idea than me, but it's almost like he still gets his own. I just think for $1.21 at 25, we always say you're either hot or you do. He's just hot, and you're just going to keep banking on him. Yeah,
I think Rowbottom will go to him, but Rowbottom's not a tagger. He just makes it hard. He just stands on your stuff and makes it hard.
The thing with Lockie, he's so used to it. So he gets someone every week.
So usually Rowbottom goes to a Cripps, and instead of 30, he'll keep him to more 22 and just not let him explode from stoppages. So I still think Lockie Neal will get 25.
I think having Ashcroft back in is definitely another set of eyes because then you got Dunkley as well.
Yeah.
And the other guys that go through. So 25 touches. We love it, Jev. Anything else?
Yeah, Logan McDonald anytime at $1.18. Logan's playing some nice footy, Das. He's kicked 4 goals 2 on the weekend, 2 goals 3 the week before. That's 11 scoring shots in 2 weeks. We love scoring shots. So he's getting his shots on goal, and I like key forwards against the Lions. Oscar Allen kicked 3, Waterman 2 last week. Tex 2 and Darcy Fogarty 2 the week before. They get their shots. They take their marks. They get a chance. So I'm asking for him just one. Yep. One from Logan McDonald. He's in good form. He's got a new contract. He's kicking one. $1.18 is a premium price for Logan Morgs.
I think he's a bit stiff with those 2 misses he had. The second one, he just said, I'm going to go back and kick this and only just miss. So he's in good form. I like that call from you, Jev. Give me Tom Papley, Das, anytime, $1.20. So we always talk about his SCG form. They're going up to the Gabba. So I had a look. He's kicked a snag in his last 10 games of AFL footy. Last 6 times he's played at the Gabba, he's kicked a goddamn snag every week.
Yeah.
So the form's there.
He's so consistent.
So consistent and just loves it. And a big game this week. They haven't really played that many big games in the last, 2 months. But he's fiery as a jalapeno in your wetsuit at the moment, Jev. Against the Lions, they're up and about. Big game feel. Breakfast, Brisbane, Sydney. Come on.
Masahiro Morimoto. Joe Danaher, the Iron Chef, for 1 at $1.10. This bloke will burn 5 of his teammates and then just smile awkwardly. That's the type of stuff that Joe Danaher does. I'll tell you what, boys. He's a good player, though, Big Joe. He's kicked 8 goals, 10 his last 5 against the Swans, so the form's there.
What did you say?
And why?
It's the Iron Chef because he just cooks his teammates.
The Iron Chef.
Do you remember that show on SBS?
Say his name again.
Oh, I can't say it the same. I had 5 goes at it in my head and whatever came out just came out.
Masahiro Marinoto.
That's it.
Is that actually?
Yeah, I looked up the Iron Chef.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so his last 5 against the Swans, he's kicked 8 goals, 10. So he's getting shots. We just need for one
Shots is
snag.
all we want.
So the Iron Chef.
So
that's
one
it.
snag is just Papley, Logan, Joe.
That's it.
We've got Errol, Chad,
Isaac,
Neil. Good betting.
This will be an awesome game.
Yeah. Same game.
For breakfast. We'll be eating eggs.
Same
watching
game.
this.
Same game, Metropolis. Next game, boys. Fremantle, Melbourne. This is it, the home of the West. These guys played early in the year, Jev, and absolutely smacked the Demons. And you said with Petrarca and Gawn, now you've got Petrarca and Gawn. It's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, we were doing the legs for this. I'm like, I swear these 2 have already played. Remember when Freo bet him on 90 points in Alice Springs?
Yep.
That was with Gordon and Petrarca. Now they're both out, and it's at Freo. Surely Freo just win at $1.53.
Mate,
That might be a little ramble leg and tease a little.
Oh,
Took the Freo line that week.
Let's have a look, Jev. What do you like?
Pizza Hut, our fucking boy. We call him Pizza Hut because his form line sounds like the Pizza Hut phone number. 131166. Well, he kicked 1 last week, so he's due a massive bag. A
Yep.
6 maybe. Kicked 5 last time he played at home. He's kicked 3 and 2 his last 2 against the D's. He kicks goals at Optus like he's Sam McClure embarrassed himself on Footy Classified. 3 to 4 a week. He embarrassed himself and he kicks snags. So Josh Treacy for $2.44. Lou.
I love it. Das, give me your boy Jake the Milkshake Melksham anytime $1.34. He's been popping up like a jock itch after school. He's just bloke the last couple of weeks.
Jock itch.
I'm just happy to see him back. I really am.
You do love him.
See you later.
He's played 2 games there. He's kicked 2 goals, 1 and 2 goals, 1. So that's 6 scoring shots in 2 weeks. That's what we love.
Here you go.
What are you going for?
The most expensive mouth guard in the league. It's
Old
huge.
chop pass.
It's him or Harmsy.
It's a big mouth guard.
It's half a tyre. They just cut a truck tyre in half.
Just wears an AirPod.
Boys, give me Lake Trent Rivers for 20 touches at $1.17. The General, since taking over the number 1 spot in this midfield, he's been hotter than Stenny's VB Longneck, I'll tell you what. Averaging 25 touches over his last 5 games. He's been awesome. Jev, anything else?
Cozzy Pickett anytime, $1.22. Cozzy's a good footballer. He's kicked a goal 9 of his last 10 games. He also loves playing at Optus like Peter Wright loves going missing. He's kicked 15 goals in his last 8 games at the venue. And Peter Wright goes missing like Madeline McCann's in Groundhog Day.
Wait, she's in the...
Madeline McCann in Groundhog Day is as much as Peter Wright goes missing. Cozzy kicks a goal and we're still alive.
Who's in better form, Peter Wright or Sam McClure?
Oh, they are both in ordinary form.
Osama bin
Ask the
Laden.
Bomber supporters.
Old Sam and Cheese. Keep it moving,
Yes. I've got one more. Aging Hayden Young for 20 touches at $1.15. Dominates at home. Loves facing the Demons more than Harry Potter. His last 3 games against the D's, he's had 26, 27, 26. It's premium price, $1.15.
Love it.
20 touches. Next game, boys. Here we go. This one, last game of the round. This is the Bachelor's game, 4:40. Marvel, make sure you pack your scarves, your jackets, your beanies, and make sure you've got your beers ready to go. Carlton, North Melbourne. Jeff, what do you reckon?
We'll be there.
We're going to be there. And all we want the 100K to be alive when we're fucking there. Us 3 are going to be there. We cannot wait. If you want to have a beer with us, just message us, surely. Give me LD.
Phone's on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, well, we're on Do Not Disturb, but we can't wait. We just want to be alive. Got some legs in this because we're going to be alive. LDU 25 at $1.35. When it comes to Marvel Stadium and playing the Blues, LDU stands for lots of disposals, you betcha. He's had 27 and 30 his last 2 Good Fridays against the Blues. 30 touches his last game under the lid. He just gets his 25. Next.
Love it. Give me Zam. Cam Zerharaka Zerha. Das.
That was better in the
Zerharakas. $1.94. This might be the bet of the round, I'm afraid. So I'm betting with my heart here. You just want to see him put pen to paper. We want Cam at the Roos, I think. And I think 2 might get us there, Das. So he's having shots, big fella. That's all I can ask for. He's kicked 12 in his last 5, 20 shots on goal his last 5, averaging 4, obviously. In the Igloo on Sunday, the Blues give up more shots than a Trump rally at the moment. So the defense is struggling a little bit. So
Nice.
I reckon Cam will get his shots. It'll be fucking cold in there. Do you reckon anyone's ever gotten subbed due to coldness? Because it might happen this Sunday.
Cam Guthrie got subbed out because he was too hot.
Yeah, heat stroke.
He had heat stroke.
He can believe it.
Frostbite. Who could get frostbite? Chops, maybe? Eddie Ford? Nah.
Chops, no, he's cashed up.
His brother's a wrestler.
Boys, could be toys out of the cot this week. I did mention Jev at the start of the year. This man would kick 13 goals. Against what side?
North.
Potentially under the lid. I said Good Friday, but maybe I just went a little bit early. Charlie Curnow, we're taking him for 3 goals at $1.45. He's still the Coleman leader. He's still the back-to-back reigning Coleman champion. 3 goals, 7. It's not the fact that he missed it, but he had some of the balls. He had Cripps running into an open goal square and he burnt him. Wasn't doing the team things, wasn't chasing, wasn't tackling. This man, the tape would have been unbearable for him to watch this week. Watch him clear this thing out, and I think he's going to go absolutely berserk. I said that he could kick double figures in a game this year. He hasn't yet. This all leads to a game where he fucking explodes. We don't need him for 13. We only need him for 3, but I'm putting it on the radar. $1.45. He kicked it last week still in an average game by his performance, like not putting him through the big sticks. I think this is an absolute lock, boys.
Will Charlie Curnow kick more goals or Aiden call more swear words on the mark like Good Friday? He was just standing on the mark just swearing at his mitts like, fucking hell, boys, put some pressure on TV. They just zoom in on Corey. Just like, fuck. He just put some pressure on. One lamb suva, extra garlic sauce. Hold the tabbouleh, please. Give me Nick Larkey for 2. He's kicking 2. He loves kicking snags under the lid. He kicked 3 against the Blues on Good Friday. Kicked 3 a couple of weeks ago against the Suns at Marvel, and he kicked 3 against the Swans on the weekend. The Suva's kicking 2, $1.48. $1.48 is great value for Nick Larkey to kick 2 in the last game of the weekend. Lewis.
Love it. Double tabbouleh for me. Thanks.
Oh, no tabbouleh.
I would love to get your opinion on this because obviously Darth and I are a bit biased. But I honestly reckon last week, Charlie, people would say he was being selfish. I honestly think he was so filthy with himself. Like, he went up to Pat Cripps after and they said, when Paddy said he doesn't want to be chaired off. And you could tell Chuck was so shattered that they didn't win. And then you saw Pat go, it's all right, mate. But I don't reckon he was selfish. He just wants to win so badly. Or would you disagree?
That's how he injects himself into the game. Like, if he kicks those goals, he does it all the time.
His job is to kick goals. I didn't
mean to say he embarrassed himself. He didn't. I was just getting
He didn't. But would you agree with that, or you think he's a bit selfish?
He's fucking stiff.
He should have passed that one, though.
He definitely should have.
He put the loss on himself.
Yes.
Like, if that 3 goals 7 is 5 goals 4, 5 goals 5, they win.
Yep.
Or if it's 6 goals 4, they win.
It's such a big part that he plays in the side, but he just knows if I did my role, we win.
Yeah.
Speaking of his partner, give me his partner, Harry Mackay, 2+ $1.22. This man's in serious form. So I had a look, went missing second half last week. But apart from that, he's been in unbelievable form. Pretty unbelievable. So Charlie, the common favourite again. He's on 49, Ben King on 45, and then number 3 is our man, Harry Mackay on 42.
It's unbelievable.
It's pretty bloody impressive. His last 4, he's kicked 3, 5, 2, and 3. We know he adores North at the Ice House. 5 goals 1 earlier in the year, he kicked against North.
Wow.
Round 4, 4 goals 1. Round 7 last year. Sorry, round 4, 5 goals 1. Round 7, 4 goals. Oh, fuck this so bad. Hurry for 2. It's the bet of my life.
Yeah, he was the one that was on fire Good Friday. Charlie hurt his ankle a little bit and he cost everyone multis.
He did a Peter Wright impersonation in the second half, old Harry. He just
went
dressed
wandering.
as Madeline McCann for Good Friday, did he?
Jesus, Jeff.
For Mad Monday.
Poor Madeline.
Paddy Cripps for 25 and 1. For 25 is $1.28. For a snag is $1.38. 5 goals in his last 3 weeks. And his last 3 games against North, he's kicked 5 goals, 3 combined. What a fucking player. Last week he had an absolute all-timer. And he's had some big games at Marvel this year. Like some of the, last week, Giants. Like, he actually does love playing at the Igloo. And you just think of, like, most of the midfield, I'm not sure who's really going to play on who. They'll just sort of shake hands and they still go to work. But he still gets his first hands on the pill and loves to use it, gets it inside from inside to outside. So I think he'll absolutely solidify this. Jev, anything else?
Who ordered a cash cow?
Yes.
He's basically one of the Avengers. He's that good at Marvel Stadium. Paul Curtis anytime at $1.27. 1, 2, and 2. His last 3 at Marvel. 3 on Good Friday against the Blues. Mr. Paul Curtis is a cash cow. Anytime, just kick the 1, Paul. You'll get there. Bash.
As we said, close to the 44 Australian, we reckon. Das, give me the box of Sheasels. Sheasel 25 plus.
Nice.
I actually forgot to write down what it's paying, but we'll get that up in the post.
$1.30.
$1.30. You're listening to the show that called his move from defender to forward mid. So I had nothing to do with it, but I'm damn proud to be a part of it, Das.
Yeah,
he's fucking all class. He's flying business since he was 10, this bloke. He spent more time in the Qantas lounge than your dad did at Smorgies, Das. Last night on the couch, Al Clarkson, and he said Sheasel will win a Brownlow before George Wardlaw, and that was enough for me. So they're both winning a Brownlow, according to him. It'd just be Sheasel first. His last 4 is beyond impressive. 27, 27, 35, and 29. Round 4 this year against the Blues, he had 32. He loves the Ice House. This is no certainty for the Blues, Das. Interestingly, we said we'd talk about it. Last week, the bookies, Das, had the Swans at minus 47.5. And we thought, geez, that sounds like a lot. But then we thought the bookies are usually right. Yeah. They were right. Would you win by 70 points?
It's 80 points.
So this week it's minus 36. North are not that bad at the Ice House.
I think they're going to kick goals. I just think Carlton are going to kick a lot as well.
So points, but high points when it's 36. So interestingly enough, but Sheasel 25 is a good bet.
What's the over-under? We'll talk about that.
Boys, give me the boiled coyote. Alex Chincotta for 15 touches at $3.60. Nah, the boiled coyote didn't make it. Sam Walsh for 25 touches at $1.90. He's an absolute ball magnet, and he loves playing the ruse under the lid. Both midfields that I did mention are going to shake hands, see at the end of the game. Had 27 last week under the lid, and I just think he's going to absolutely run rampant in this game. I think he'll be disappointed, and so many of the other midfielders from last week's performance. So I just think he comes back, maybe a 35-touch game, and we salute the 100K. Anything else?
He'll have one of those games where he just is running his ass off, getting a lot of pill. George Wardlaw, $1.20 at $1.65. Favourite leg of the week. I'm taking a goddamn competitive beast midfielder for 20 and I'm getting $1.65.
That's great.
Yes, please. The last time he played at Marvel, he had 30 against the Pies and then Hugh Greenwood put him 6 feet under at training with a sling tackle.
Awesome.
He had 20. He's had 20 plus 4 of his last 5 weeks. $1.65 last game of the weekend for a midfielder to have 20 is just
awesome.
fantastic value. We will take that. Lou.
No, I'm cooked.
You're brown bread.
Anything else? Well, I can read out the multi, and then you boys might have to do the ramble solo because
we'll ramble.
So, guys, this is the multi. Believe it or not, this is the bet of our life. Listen to this. So this will come out Saturday morning just to make sure that none of the legs are being changed. So we got a full $10 on this. So this is a clean $10 to win $100,424.08. Here we go. Jesse Hogan for 2, Toby Green for 1. Then we got Waterman the Mudflap for 1 and Brad Hill. Why did he make it? The Camel's Steak for 15 touches. John Newcomb for 20. Dylan Moore for 15. So much leadership, Dundee Morgs. Connor Nash for 15. Mitch Georgiades for 2. Dan Rioli, the Rissol for 20 touches. Jez Cameron for 2. Cowboy Neal for the Limpage for 1. Brad Close for 1. Cody Waitman for 1.
That's
Lockie
Saturday night. That's
awesome.
Saturday. Bang. We roll into Sunday breakfast.
Lockie Neal for 25. Goulden for 25. Warner for 20. Heaney for 20. Papley for 1. Danaher for 1. And Logan McDonald for 1.
Yes.
Then we've got Lake Trent Rivers for 20. Aging Hayden Young for 20. Josh Treacy, the Pizza Hut for 2. Cozzy for 1. And Jake the Milkshake, however you want it, vanilla, chocolate or strawberry for 1. Then we got Larky for 2. Kerno for 3. Mackay for 2. Zerha for 2. Cripps for 1. Curtis for 1. Walsh for 25. Davey Juniak for 25. Cripps 25. Sheasel 25. And George Wardlaw for 20. That is the multi, boys.
We are going to be there when this is alive. Sunday Arvo.
Take a month off.
I will skin my head.
Everyone looks like the boiled coyote. Alex Chincotta. Boys, I don't think I have much for the ramble, but I need to head off. Guys, thank you for having me. It's been great. Will we go back to normal as next week?
Yeah, Tuesday
Still
night.
full barn next week.
You've got to go to work, which is hilarious.
So, yeah, ramble coming up.
Righto, Jev. Das has gone to work. Time for the ramble. Play the stinger. So we are back. Hell of a multi-round. What are we, round 19?
Round 19.
So the Friday night game is Adelaide.
Essendon.
Essendon.
Under the lid. I don't know
At the
about
Igloo.
I don't know about under the lid Friday night games.
Why not play it at the G?
Essendon just win. They just have to.
So the line is 11.5 Essendon's way.
I'd probably lean the Bombers, but I'll just take that $1.50 head-to-head. But I've got a little multi for you.
Okay.
As Dar said, take Riley Thilthorpe for 2.
Yes.
He ticked 2.25. How big did he look out of full forward? He looks like, because he's come back from injury, he doesn't leave the 20.
Yep.
He doesn't leave the cube basically, and they just get it in. Tex is a beautiful kick. We're getting $3. We're getting $4.10 for 3.
Yep.
$10 for 4. 26 for 5. 81 for 6. Let's take him for 2. Langford for 2, who's kicked 2 his last 2 weeks.
Love it.
He's kicked multiple goals against the Crows these last 3 times into the Bombers to win. Yeah, $4. That same game multi. Thilthorpe 2, Langford 2, Bombers to win. $4.50.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Take that $4.50 any day.
Do you reckon the Crows are looking at life without Tex?
They're going to have to, aren't they?
Well, they're going to have to, obviously. But, yeah, it looks like they're going to put a lot more into him, for sure.
Yeah, he was average in the wet, the big fella.
Old Tex. Well, he's old.
No, I've got a couple of legs that I wanted to talk about in the 100K, but I'm going to talk about in the ramble.
Yeah, love
First
this.
one is Toby Green.
Yep.
Toby Green against the Suns when we were there, Mount Barker gather round.
Yep.
Kicked 5 goals, 1, had 17 touches. He was
awesome.
fucking awesome that day. He's kicked 4 last week against the Giants. He's back at home.
Yep.
If you were building a multi of like what should happen this week, you're getting $2.70 for 3, $5.80 for 4.
That's
Let's
nice.
just say he's kicking 3
Yep.
at $2.70. So start with Tobes for 3.
Love it.
The next one is Dylan Moore for goals. So where is he? Dylan Moore. You just find him first. So he's $1.14 anytime.
Yep.
He's $1.80 for 2. He's $3.60 for 3. The last 2 times he's played Collingwood, he's kicked 3 goals and 2 goals. 3 goals, 2 goals. His last 2 against the Pies. He's 1, 2, and 2 his last 2 games just in general.
Yep.
I reckon he might kick 3 as well. Do we take him for 2? If we're having a whole weekend multi, do we take him for 2 or 3?
2.
2.
I think we've got to take the Ramble multi takes 2.
Rambo multi takes 2. Then you just pick who would you rather, Langford or Thilthorpe for goals in twos?
I like the Thilthorpe angle.
$2.94.
Yeah,
this is
it's
good.
nice.
This is good.
And more value.
There's another one. Go to Geelong Dogs.
Yep.
Shannon Neal, Darcy Man,
Cowboy.
2.25. They don't have the defenders to go with him, especially because you got to play in Jez. You're also getting $1.92 for him to kick two.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And then take your pick here. I know it's a GMHBA. You're getting $1.94 for Waitman to kick two, $1.99 for Norton to kick two, $1.97 for Jamara to kick two, or $2.80 for Sam Darcy to kick two. One of them's kicking two.
I would have my head on the fact that one of them's kicking two.
Yeah, but you just can't pick the one.
So you got to pick the one.
Norton kicked 4 there round 23 last year, but Geelong were a bit injured.
Have we not said before small forwards against Geelong?
100%. I think Waitman's the one.
Waitman's the one for sure.
Waitman's the one. So right now, if you were to have Green 3, Toby Green 3, kicked 5 against the Suns. He's hitting his form.
Yep.
Dylan Moore for 2. He's kicked 3 goals and 2 goals his last 2 against the Pies.
I love it.
Kicks a goal every week. Thilthorpe for 2, $1.94. Shannon Neal for 2, $1.92. Waitman for 2, $1.94. We're getting about 35 to 1. Let's add a couple
really nice.
more. There's a couple more kicking 2. Like, go to the Swans Brisbane game.
So you want value?
Not well. It doesn't have to be value, but Chad kicks basically 2 a week.
Yep.
You're getting $1.99 for Amadi, $1.97 for Logan McDonald for 2, $2.08 for Papley 2. That's when you go to midfielders.
So let me give you one. Harry Sheasel for 1. So his last 5. Didn't kick one last week. We went 1, 1, 2, 2. $1.69 for 1.
Love it. Add him in.
That's
Harry
awesome.
Sheasel for 1 under the lid in footy. I'm going to take Logan for 2 at $1.99.
He's in great form.
He's in good form. He's getting his shots on goal.
Yep.
And then who else did we say was getting shots on goal? Oh, Jez Cameron's getting a heap of shots.
Jez, Zerha.
What if Freo beat Melbourne by 99 points again? Or 90 points again? Guys are kicking 2.
Yep. Love it.
Or we take Luke Jackson for 1 at $1.40. They're playing Sam Darcy and Luke Jackson. When Sam Darcy plays, so you can bet on Sam Darcy here, Luke Jackson goes and plays as a forward.
Yep.
And there's no Max Gawn. How are they playing on Luke Jackson?
Will
he kicked 3 goals too when they beat him by 90 points.
Will they definitely play the 2 ruckman?
Well, it says here you can
My
bet on
only
Sean
concern.
Darcy.
And admittedly, we're doing this on a Tuesday arvo, so it makes it a little bit tougher.
So he kicked 3 goals too, and even Sean Darcy kicked a goal in that game. We're taking Luke Jackson for 1.
Righto. Love it.
All right, this is the multi. We're putting it on.
This
It pays
is really
156 to 1. This will go on my feed.
Yep.
Toby Green for 3, Dylan Moore for 2.
Love it.
Riley Thilthorpe for 2, Shannon Neal, Cody Waitman for 2, Sheasel 1, Logan 2, Luke Jackson anytime, 156 to 1. Jeez, that's nice.
That is really nice.
You like the value of everything that if everyone does their job, they kick snags. 100K versus the bookies, Morgs. Do you like anything?
I just wanted to say credit to us. We didn't fuck up Thilthorpe once. We could have easily
I think
been
I
a
did.
couple of
I
Phil
mumbled my way
Thorpes
through
or
it.
Philip Thorpe. Do you have one?
The Swans are roughies. They're $1.94. It's
Plus point
plus
five.
points. I'll just take the Swans head to head at $1.94.
I think that's fair.
They're roughies.
Brisbane can't continue this run, can they?
Oh, they weren't that great against. They might have had one eye head to the Swans.
Yep.
Like it's a big game. They're very good at the Gabba. But if it's the first time this year the Swans are underdogs,
Yep.
I'm taking them for sure.
Oh, I'll tell you what I'm taking. I reckon I'm taking Hawks head to head.
Yeah, love it.
So $1.85, close to the $1.90. I said it last week. I don't want to overreact against the Pies, but I said Geelong were sure things.
Yep.
Sure things. I had a couple messages took me on the steakhouse bet, so I was full all weekend.
Yep.
I want what else to win. Someone bought a hoodie, but I reckon Hawthorn they stepped up against the Tigers in that massive game 300 for Dusty. It was a big game feel. So they've had a preview of it a month before. They have to win.
Yep.
Collingwood. Can Collingwood still make the 8?
No,
done.
Hawthorn are just straight up better than the Pies.
Wow.
Straight up better than the Pies. They'll win this game. Another one, Essendon just win under lid, $1.53.
Yeah, it's
a couple
nice.
of head-to-head bets here that are really nice.
Yep.
Essendon just win.
$1.53.
Hawthorn just win.
Yep.
I'm going to take the Swans at $1.94. If it's the first time we're getting them as roughies, let's take them.
Yep, I like it.
Freo beat Melbourne by 90 points at Alice Springs.
Yeah, and now they're home.
With Gordon Petrarca. Now they don't have Gordon Petrarca and they're going up to stadium and we're getting $1.43.
I love it.
We take that $1.43.
What's that 4-legger?
That 4-legger pays 8 to 1.
So-
4-legger. Hawthorn, Sydney, Essendon, Freo.
So
Oh, I like that.
this excites me, right? So put that on.
Yep.
I've wanted to get into this for a long time, and I've never really done it. But I reckon there's value in betting on 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. So scroll down.
So if you go to round 20, so keep those 4 legs in.
Okay.
So they're our 4 best from this week.
Okay.
We go to next week. The value's higher. So I'll give you. So you got Carlton Port at Marvel. Probably don't want to touch that one. I know about you. North Geelong at Marvel.
Oh, you're getting Geelong at $1.20.
Really nice.
Really nice.
Freo $1.16 to beat West Coast.
Jeez, how's the Blues and North playing Sunday 4:40, then Carlton play Friday night footy,
Yeah, so
and
true.
North play the first game Saturday.
That's a great
They
spot
play
by you.
4:40 Sunday and then the first game. Jeez. Oh,
So
Geelong just win that.
Well,
they're playing at home at GMHBA, then they back up to North that have had 6 days break.
Yep.
So
And
Geelong just win that.
Blues even less, and you can take Port plus 8.5.
Yeah, we could even add points to Port. I'm just going to leave that game completely.
But yeah, I think there's value here. Like Collingwood, Sydney
See, you're getting $2.25 for Gold Coast at home, who haven't lost at home all year.
against Brisbane.
Against Brisbane, who smashed them last year, but Toot Miller played really well.
They got 2 more games at home to go fully undefeated for the year, which is pretty impressive. It's fucking disappointing they can't win away.
Yeah,
but
they
to
can't make
defend
final.
home turf, so they got Port Adelaide. Sorry, they got Brisbane.
We have to take the Suns at $2.25.
100%. That's awesome value.
Another one, Melbourne GWS. GWS at $2.16. This is in round 20. This is a week
Yeah,
from now.
it's great.
We'll take that. That'll be on the MCG.
Yeah, Toby loves the
Toby,
G.
and so does Jesse Hogan.
Yes.
We'll take that $2.16.
I honestly think take the $1.16 for Freo in the derby.
Wow, Freo beat a million. West Coast beat a million. They got Harley Reided.
Yeah, but I reckon Freo are playing for a bit more than West Coast right now.
Yeah, okay. I'll take it.
I reckon next week
Take
that's
that
$1.09.
Yeah, take that $1.16. When they beat Melbourne by 80 points again.
And can I just say, Adelaide Hawthorn is the 4:40 game next week. Hawthorn $2.26.
Oh, geez, that's nice. Plus 7.5.
So let's make it plus 14 and get $1.60 and just drive away, no more to pay.
Righto.
Can
You
you-
can't.
you can't?
Yeah, maybe you can. Pick your own line. No, you can't. You want to
Right.
take Hawthorn head to head?
See, we've rushed this. Yeah, I definitely do. Oh no, take the plus 7.5.
Righto.
It's too good. So we've rushed this a little bit, but I do want to look into this more because betting 2 weeks in a row and getting the value.
If anyone's still listening, credit
Well,
to them.
credit to 'em.
But I would
Fucking
love
oath.
to know your thoughts. So we're taking Hawthorn to beat the Pies this week, Swans to beat the Lions, Essendon to beat the Crows, Freo to beat Melbourne, head to head.
Yep.
Then we're multing it into next week. Geelong to beat North. North play at 4:40 Sunday Arvo, then 1:45 Saturday Arvo.
Yep.
Geelong play at home this week, so they're well rested. They'll be ready for that game. They play at home
sure.
Saturday, then they play at Saturday. Gold Coast head to head, undefeated at home. Doesn't matter who it's against. They
Yep.
win at home every single time. GWS head to head against Melbourne. No Petrarca, no Gorn.
Yeah, that's easy.
They're just better than Melbourne.
Yes, definitely.
We're getting $2.16 for them right now. Freo head-to-head against West Coast Derby, $1.16. You don't go 0-2 at a Derby if you want to win a premiership.
Definitely not.
You do not lose again. And Hawks plus 7.5 against the Crows, $1.90. That multiplies 46 to 1.
It's fucking awesome. If we get, so they're our best 4 for this week. If we go 4 from 4 this week and we walk in with that sort of value next week, we're fucking too smart for our own good. That's what we are, Jev.
Yeah, well done.
How smart are we?
How smart are we?
Let's start doing the old 8-leg multi 4 and 4.
Oh, you can't have Hawthorn and Freo twice.
Oh, you can't bet on the same team
you can't bet on the
twice.
same team twice.
See, this is where they need to just ball up. Let us have the bet.
Oh, that is weird. So we're getting 50 to 1 without Hawthorn or Freo. That is really weird. I had it before as well.
Still good value.
What the fuck? Anyway, let's just take the 46 to 1.
Cheers.
No Hawks or Freo. It's on.
So read that bet.
Hawthorn head to head this week. Swans, Essendon, Freo this week. Geelong, Gold Coast, GWS next week.
That's fucking good.
If that wins, that'll be exciting.
That will be really exciting. The old, what do we call it? The old 2-week pronger.
The old McGrath and Warren.
McGrath this week, Warren
next week.
That's good stuff. Anything else for this week?
Nah.
Hell of a pod. Hell of a multi.
How much do the Blues win by? We're going to be there. Hey,
I'm actually a bit nervous.
It's Darcy's 30th.
Yeah.
It's Darcy's 30th this weekend, so that's why we're going to be at the game. We're going to take him out Sunday, keeping it half a surprise.
Do we can cut this, but do we invite, say where we're going to be, let's have a beer.
Yeah, we're going to
The viewing bar.
the viewing bar at Marvel
Viewing bar. If
Stadium.
you're walking from Southern Cross, you just walk straight to Marvel. You go in, you go up the first escalator on the left.
You just go
called the viewing
upstairs.
bar. It's basically like the Medoing Club, but the other side.
It's just mirrors, the ground, you're behind the goals, and you get drink heavy piss.
heavy. You can get heavy.
Yeah, you
so
get
in
Great
glass
Northern.
too. So come up and have a beer with us. We'll put on the story. There'll be 2 blokes that come, and it'll be you and me. So
At Dust
cheers.
30th. And we're going to be alive in the 100K.
Yes, we
when
are.
we sat down today, we're like, we're going to that game Sunday, Arvo. Let's just be alive in that game. So we're a bit short short to get there. And then if everyone does their job, we should win that game.
Yes, absolutely. Hell of a pod. Well
Hell
done,
of a
Jeff.
pod.
Great
Good.
Premiership Pie. Next week, full barn again. Das is back.
Das back.
These guests, these elusive guests, we will get them.
It's frustrating, isn't
And
it?
also, we've had a lot of people clamouring for the Shark. So the Brownlow Shark, I don't think we had him since round 10, round 9 maybe. So he's done it every week. He's got his votes. We've been checking in with him. We'll get him on in the next 2 weeks because he has some cash for us.
Oh, yeah.
Been an unbelievable Brownlow race this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's only going to get better. And again, we'll be doing our live Brownlow pod. So if you can, subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe to us on the podcast. It means a lot. Give us a review. Anything you can do that takes you 2 seconds would mean the world to us. Get on the Patreon, Punters Club, 4x100, the hoodies. If you're still listening, you deserve a goddamn medal.
Oh, yeah.
Swans.
And Alex Waterman, when he's listening, can you see if your brother can give us a little mud flap celebration?
So mud flap and then point to as if it's dead but still there. I don't know what he's thinking. Awesome.
He surely can't do that.
Swans Brisbane for Brecky. What do you like?
I just like the Swans to win.
Yep.
I can't wait. I know how good we are against top 8 sides. We have
Yes.
been all year. I can't wait for this game. This is the challenge. No more St Kilda under the lid where they celebrate like they
Down
won
to
the
their level.
flag.
Yeah, yeah,
None
I
of
like
that
it.
crap. It's Brisbane play their best game. We play our best game. Let's see who's better. I love watching that about the Swans. So we win about 8 points.
Yeah. It's a massive game feel, I reckon.
Yeah.
The only problem is Brecky won't have digested. It's a very early game.
You have early.
Carlton
Charlie
North
Cameron hurts, but
It does hurt, but good for the Swans.
good for the Swans.
Carlton North, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm going to say Carlton win by 18 points.
Nice.
Not the bathing that we're expecting.
I think North know how to kick goals now.
And-
it's just if they can defend them.
Well, Carlton don't know how to defend them.
I don't rate Carlton's back line, so
Yeah. When you said earlier in the pod, worst backline in the league, did you mean worst backline in the top 8 or the league?
well, not the league. That's mean.
But
But the way I say it is if you were drafted, so say Freo, for example, if you were drafting between Freo and
Yeah,
Carlton
I
for a
love
back
this.
6,
Yep.
pick one would be Jacob Wiedering.
Yep.
The next 4 picks would be Freo.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I can do it like
No,
7
you
times.
did- I think you did it on the roast.
I did on the roast.
Yeah, and I agree.
I think you've got a bang on average back line.
Could not agree
Same
more.
as the Swans. Pick one would be Wiedering. Next 4 picks would be Swans.
Yep.
Probably same as the Cats. Probably same as the Lions. Freo. Das disagreed with the Bombers. He didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, he's been consistent.
But I think if you were drafting against the Bombers, you'd take Wiedering 1. You'd probably take Ridley, Mackay, Laverde.
Yep.
2, 3. I know
Agreed.
people don't rate Laverde, but he plays a role as a guy that's a big guy that stands on another big guy.
Agreed.
And then you could pick McGovern or you could pick McGrath or Redmond or whatever. GWS should take 4 Giants players. Melbourne, you'd take 4 Melbourne players.
No, it's
One
one of your best.
I'm just ruthless on the Blues as well.
I reckon if you're drafting forward lines, you're having Chincotta in most top 6s.
That's the thing. If you draft in midfields and forward lines,
Yeah.
you're taking Kerno 1, you're taking Mackay 2.
Yep.
You're taking Cripps 1, you're taking Walsh 2, you're taking DeConning 3. Like,
Yep.
they are superstars. I just think there's suspects in the back line. You start beating them in contested ball and you get it down there. As Kingy said, they're the worst D50 stoppage team in the comp.
Yep.
You lock it down there for long enough, you kick goals.
100%.
You win them, you start beating them in the contest, you kick goals.
Yep.
And then I reckon they panic a bit, but anyway.
We can kick a fuel price, but we can't defend a fuel
Yeah,
price.
so-
Fuel prices everywhere.
This pod's got to end.
It has to end. Chili! Baby back ribs. Ribs. That's Mum and Sundress.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.